Hello and welcome to Inside the Owls Burrow. I'm Frank Fort. Head baseball coach John McCormick is about to embark on his 16th season leading the Owls baseball team and his 34th overall with the program. The top three hitters from last year, Nolan Shonowell, Dylan Goldstein, and Jackson Ross, have all moved on. So this season, like most others, brings new challenges in search of solutions. Last year at this time, you sat there and said, we're going to score runs. We know that. When you lose three big run producers like you did, how confident are you in your offense, or are there a lot of unknowns there?
There's a ton of unknowns. John Schroeder comes back as probably the leading, offensive player, and he wasn't even a full-time player last year. I mean, he became a full-time player, but in the beginning he wasn't. Spencer Rich had a really good 100 at-bats after his injury, along with Christian Adams. Those three had really nice years, but now we need Jalen DeBose and Jake Millen and Pat Ward and some of those guys that have been in the program for 2 to 3 years that have been part-time players. Now it's their turn to show us what they can do.
The injury was tough last year, but it honestly helped me mentally more than anything. Kind of just learned that the game is actually really fun. If you go out there with a clear mind, the chance of you performing really well goes up, and that's how I'm going to go out this year.
Do you have to approach it as, we don't want to replace those guys, we just have to do our thing?
Exactly, yeah. We have a lot of good guys that are going to hit in this lineup. Coach Ricky's done a phenomenal job this fall and this year getting us prepared, and I'm excited to see the guys go to work.
Even though he was not a regular in the lineup at the start of 2023, John Schroeder hit .296 with 7 homers, playing catcher, outfield, and DH. He expects to be behind the dish to begin this season.
The beginning of the year, definitely trying to fight for that starting spot, and then as the year progressed, I started moving more towards okay, I can help the team win, and that's the plan for every game now. Go in, put a couple balls in play, see what happens.
You think this is more of a big swinging team, or is it more of a singles, doubles, or is it somewhere in between?
I think it's a good mix. If we focus on just getting on base, single, double, the home runs will come, and there will be a good amount of home runs as well as doubles.
Nice, babe. You probably would have to think long and hard to go back and say, you have a freshman that might be your Friday night guy going into the season.
The pitching staff, there's a lot of bright spots, and Trey Beard is certainly one of them that has a chance to pitch on the weekends as a freshman. But this is probably the best collection of arms we've had since probably 18 or 19. Now, they've got to go out on the field and do it, and there are some things that we are hoping come to fruition. Tyler Murphy can take the next step. Braden Ostrander can finally get over the Tommy John and be able to be consistent throughout the year. Brandon Smith has been fabulous. He's come back with an unbelievable work ethic and drive, if you will.
Our talent, that, in my opinion, that we have on this staff is just as good, if not better, than the staffs we've had in the past. But I think what sets us apart big time is our chemistry. In the past, it's pretty hard to get a large group of dudes to come together and be one cohesive unit. But I think everybody on this year's staff is really fired up for each other's success, not just their own.
I think we have a lot of guys that are going to play roles for us, no matter if that's a bigger role or a smaller role. We have guys that come in for 1 or 2 outs. We have guys that come in for 4 innings. We have guys that can start and go 6 or 7 innings whenever we need them. I think we're going to shape out real well and be confident on the mound against anybody.
The hardest part is slotting the guys in what we think would be the best role. And it's a metaphorical, this guy doesn't perform, this guy gets hurt, this guy really outperforms what you thought. So there is always some jockeying and trying to massage it. That's what hopefully you can figure out in the first 4 weekends.
Any role that I can help my team win, I'll gladly do, whether that be start Friday nights, whether that be coming out of the pen two or 3 times a week, whatever I can do, close out games, whatever I can do to help our team get to where we want to be.
The Owls held their annual line drive luncheon on February 5th to officially launch the baseball season. This year's guest speaker, former Owl pitcher Mickey Story, about to enter his 5th year as manager of the Houston Astros AAA team.
And when I played, the AAA level was an older player league. It's not as much. It's a little bit of a mix now. You get some younger guys and you got some couple older guys. You get some guys who've been in the big leagues trying to get back, and you got some guys trying to make that that climb. It's tough. It's a real challenge because everybody wants to play in the big leagues. Not everybody wants to play in AAA. You got to keep them chipping away every day.
We'll have much more from Mickey Story in our next edition of Inside the Owls Burrow. Coming up next, after 35 wins a year ago, what does softball coach Jordan Clark's team have for us in 2024? That's straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow.
Hey Max, oil change today?
Yep. Morning. Hi. What are you getting done today? Oil change? Yep.
Max, your car's ready.
Great.
Nobody beats a Maximus deal at Phil Smith Kia, right Max?
Right.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given. It's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
Inside the Owls Burrow is presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics. By Cedar Foods, Cedars, no better hummus. By FAU MBA in Sport Management, nationally renowned and ranked number 11 globally. By Phil Smith Kia, driving the Owls to victory together in style. By Sage Dental, the official dental provider of FAU Athletics. Book at mysagedental.com. And by Shiner Law Group, the injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. Softball coach Jordan Clark registered 35 victories in her first season at FAU, but she was not content. The Owls added 15 new players during the offseason as they enter their first year in the American Athletic Conference.
You have to think a 1-for-3 day. Is it a good day or is it a bad day? Great day. If you hit 333 in college, you are above average. Yeah, baby.
It's honestly been awesome. You have 8 transfers, you have 7 freshmen, and 12 returners. And so, a lot of people across the country gave me a really hard time this summer as we kept adding more and more people. I would get text messages and DMs like, what are you doing? And honestly, I can't imagine not having all 27 of them. We've created depth. We know that. We are 2 to 3 deep at every position, which is a good problem to have. It's created competition. Our practices are competitive. Our scrimmages, there's not one good team and a bad team. So it's definitely changed the dynamic of practice for sure.
It's your second year as a head coach. Do you feel more comfortable, or what's the difference for you?
Yeah, I think that the girls understand us better as a staff. The fact that we were able to keep our whole staff together is unreal. I think in today's landscape of college softball, there's always people on the move. It's helped me take a deep breath because we're not teaching things for the first time. Instead, we have returners who learned things last year, and how do we incorporate that into practice this year? The girls actually said that we're a little bit more calm and relaxed. Just because I think that the competition is up, that they're getting things at a faster pace, and so year 2 I feel better, but with my personality I always want more.
Perhaps the most intriguing of the new players is Trinity Schlotterbeck, a transfer from Maryland who hit .269 with 6 homers last season, but also won 15 games as a pitcher.
No, I wouldn't say I prefer one or the other. I definitely love doing both, and I feel like they both are so different, and it makes it just so much more fun to be able to play on both sides of the field. It's definitely becoming a power game. It's becoming hitting those home runs. Our field isn't that big. It's 200, 210, 215 maybe. So definitely girls are getting stronger. They're getting quicker hands. So we're definitely trending to more of that home run, big field game.
I bring a consistent bat. I think I never try to make it too much bigger than it is. And so I've always been able to step into the role that the team needs me and just be consistent in whatever that is, whether early in my career it was slapping, and now more into my career. Last year I was hitting more power, but this year it's just whatever I need, because I've never had a lineup this deep behind me. And so just like knowing my job is to be consistent and let them do their thing too. Softball is kind of trending toward more of a power game, but there clearly is still room in the game for a hitter like yourself, sort of the old-fashioned slap and run hitter.
Oh yeah, I think a slapper is a great tool to have, and especially in your lineup. Slappers, they create chaos for your bigger hitters to hit them in. They do a little more damage sometimes, and just to kind of get that ability to get on base for our bigger power hitters to come up and knock us in, I think it's a great player to have on teams.
Infielder Jessiana Mora put together an outstanding freshman season with a .296 average, 3rd on the team, and was also 2nd on the squad in total hits and runs scored.
I definitely see myself evolve. I mean, the techniques that Jordan has taught me, the hitter I was in high school is nowhere near as what I am now. I was a slapper in high school, and she's changed me into a consistent hitter, a power hitter, even if bunting if I need to, just different things like that.
In the circle, pitcher Gabby Sacco returns after a 19-win season where she was named Conference Pitcher of the Year. Do you have more faith in yourself and your stuff as you sit here today than maybe a year ago?
I definitely think my confidence is way better this year and even last year. Coming off of freshman year, I had zero confidence, and Coach Jordan and the staff has helped me build that back up.
How do you build on last year? How do you be an even better pitcher?
I think staying consistent with my mindset and just trusting the process and trying new things if I need to, but just overall just trusting what I have.
What do you hope the identity of this team will be?
I want gritty, I want passionate, I want spunky. I just want us to play with a lot of energy. When you step up to the field and you watch FAE softball, we draw you in, and it leaves you with an experience that you want to come back and you want to invest in our girls and our program. And so I think that we have the ability to do that. I think it's going to be exciting. I think that you're going to see a lot of different things, whether it's really good pitching, big hitters, some pretty smooth defensive plays, the glove work, footwork, it's just a different level of softball, and I'm just excited for everyone to see the work that we've put in this year.
Coming up, we'll visit with the men's golf team where a pair of freshmen are looking to hit it big. That's next on Inside the Owls Burrow. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. From Osprey Point Golf Club in West Boca, I'm Frank Fort. The FAU men's golf program is under new leadership this spring. Adrian Mork takes over as head coach, coming in from Texas Christian University.
Always love Florida. Growing in Europe, you hear about Florida and Florida golf. That's pretty much where everybody wants to be, especially right now. It's golf paradise, and it's like winning in paradise. That's definitely true when you see what we got right now. And yeah, I was very excited about the opportunity.
The top returner is Max Sturza, who has a number of second-place finishes in his Owl career, including at the conference championship in 2022. Is this the year you break that barrier, so to speak?
I hope so. It's been I've had a few second places. I'm going to try and get a win. That'd be really cool to end my my FAU career.
Now, in the fall, of the 4 tournaments you played, you were in the top 5 in every one. So does that give you confidence that win is almost imminent?
Yeah, of course. My game's been pretty solid over the fall, and it's been growing. So it definitely gives me a lot of positives, and just need to keep going and go win that tournament.
Alex McGuire competed for FAU in the fall, but the Irishman turned pro over the holidays, simultaneously leaving a gap in the Owl lineup and a massive opportunity.
It's just one more opportunity for another player to kind of fill the spot and grow from there. I mean, I'm here to stay, so I'm not here for 6 months or 1 year. Like, I want to build a good team, and we got a lot of talented young guys in the team, and that's good for them that they can step up.
Former high school baseball player Jack Whaley competed in all 10 events last season, his first as an Owl and a Division I player.
Yeah, last year was definitely eye-opening for me. It was my first year at FAU. I started at Barry. I think just seeing the different courses that D1 golfers play and also that level of competition helped me a lot to grow. It was a fun first year at FAU for sure.
Is that maybe the most elusive thing in golf, is to be as consistent as possible round after round after round?
Yeah, for sure. When you look at it for the pros, you know, if they're not consistent, they're not making cuts and they're not making money. So, you know, you just have to put the work in every day and be as consistent as possible.
Freshmen Nashawn Tyson and Andres Atrio both made several appearances in the lineup during the 5 fall events in which FAU competed.
Andres and Nashawn, they're both freshmen, and they played most of the tournament in the fall, and that's 2 guys that's going to become better and better. Usually as a freshman, when you play D1 golf, you don't play much tournaments. Usually as a freshman, you sit around and kind of look the older guy go, but they've been a big part of our success this fall, and I'm looking forward to have them both and build program around them.
What are your goals for this season?
Just to keep in the starting lineup and a few top 25s, just stay in there for the first year, try to get some experience and build upon that, try to hopefully get my long game a little better, just get better really.
I knew your dad, he played college football at the University of Miami.
Yes.
Was that ever a consideration as an athletic career, or what drew you to golf?
You know, growing up, I was one of those kids that played everything, but then I think once I kind of figured out what I was really into and what I really liked, golf is kind of what stood out the most, and I think it's just a really appealing sport because you kind of get in what you put out, so I think it's really rewarding based on how you practice and everything like that.
Coming up next, it's been a breakout year for Jada Moore of women's basketball. Her story is straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow.
At Sage Dental, you'll experience a modern, family-friendly approach to dentistry. From pediatric dentistry and orthodontics to cleanings and oral surgery, we've got the latest technology to provide your family the best dental care all in one place. And for a limited time, get a free new patient exam and x-rays, plus a free ProClean Sonic toothbrush at your first hygiene visit. Book your appointment today at mysagedental.com. Sage Dental. Open up and say awesome.
To win at this game, you have to put in the work, know the game plan, and execute. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
At Delray Hyundai, it's getting hot, and we're not talking about the weather. We are bringing the heat with savings on over 175 new vehicles in stock and ready for you to take home today, with even more on the way. Or lease a 2023 Elantra SE for just $199 per month with zero down. That's right, zero down and just $199 per month. Plus financing rates as low as 0% on select 2023 models. That's right, financing rates as low as 0%. Visit Delray Hyundai today or online at delrayhyundai.com.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus,
you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed. And sharing it. Only the good stuff. Cedars. No better hummus.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G70 for just $329 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Inside the Owls Burrow is brought to you by Adidas, by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics, by Cedars, No Better Hummus, by FAU MBA in Sport Management, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow, by Phil Smith Kia, by Sage Dental, the official dental provider of FAU Athletics, book at mysagedental.com, and by Shiner Law Group, injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. Welcome back to the show. Coming to FAU women's basketball last season, Jada Moore was what I like to call a glue player, doing a lot of the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score. This season, however, her contributions have been much more obvious. Tell me about how you feel your role has changed from last year, your first year at FAU, to this season.
I think my role has grown quite a bit. I remember last season I was more like do anything kind of job, whether that's guard the best player, go in there, grab a rebound, and just like whatever coach needed, that was my job. And I think this year it's expanded. It's still the same thing, but I feel like I've taken a bigger scoring role, a bigger rebounding role, and just really doing whatever I can to try to help my team win. So.
Did you work on your offensive game a lot in the offseason?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with Coach Alex, Coach Shelley, Coach Jess, and just really expanded my game. I was in here getting workouts, shooting with my teammates, doing anything I can to just improve and be my best self for the team.
Numbers-wise, she's made a big jump. I do think we've encouraged her to look to score more, but within the realms of how she can score. And she's really bought into that. I think Jada is an easy, at minimum, 50% shooting type of kid from the field. She's got such a quick first step. She's so strong. She's got great size. She should be able to get her shot whenever she wants it, especially even in the American. And I think she's really bought into that, not forcing it, taking what the defense gives. She's also a great IQ, great passer, which opens things up for people around her. So I'm really proud of her growth since she's been here to now.
On paper, you're a wing player, but you seem to do a lot of your damage in the paint.
I personally enjoy it so much. I feel like, to me, I consider myself some days like 6'5". I'm a big guard, and I just really enjoy it. I feel like if I have an advantage, I want to take it, and that really helps us sometimes, so I enjoy doing that.
Now, word has it that you're the poet laureate of the team. Is that true?
I do write poetry, yes. So I've actually never written poetry on basketball. Even though basketball takes up most of my time, I've never written a poem about it. I typically write it just about life. Like sometimes if I'm just outside and enjoying nature, I'll just write like the way I feel or just like what it looks like. And I just really like to express myself through poetry, so.
So it's kind of your escape?
Yes, for sure. I really, like one day I just was writing a poem and I got a journal and I've been doing it ever since and I love it, so.
All right, some get to know you questions. Which unconventional animal do you wish you could have as a pet?
I've always wanted a snake. For some reason, that's something I've always wanted. I have a snake tattoo, so I just really want a snake one day, so.
Strangest or most exotic food you've ever tried?
I'd have to say fried alligator for sure. It's something I don't know if I'll ever try again. It was actually pretty good, but yeah.
Here now is a look behind the scenes at the Owl men's basketball team's dramatic win over North Texas.
Aggressive and confident mindset, frame by frame. We've done the work, we're together, we're prepared, you guys are disciplined in your approach. All you have to do now is go out and compete at a high level and trust your instincts on offense.
Boca Raton, Florida today. The North Texas Mean Green getting set to take on the number 22 Florida Atlantic Owls. Sissoko to tip up for the Mean Green and flag golden for FAU.
Jab step between his legs, arcing right wing three, knocks it down!
Multiple times today for the Mean Green on offense. Walker rejected. Greenlee shovels it out to the corner, out to Davis. He's open for the three. Owls down 2. Golden. Oh, ball.
Davis in the center circle with 7. Between the rings, 5-4 with 3. Davis, left wing, a 3 for the wing. Goal! LaFleur into the second look. He double clutched it in. Time out. North Texas. North Atlantic 66. North Texas 63.
Ice it down the court. It's caught and it's going to push it up.
John L. Davis has been named to the top 20 late season watch list for the John Wooden Award. And Nellie's also a finalist on a list of 10 players nationally for the Basketball Hall of Fame's Jerry West Award. That's our show for this week. I'm Frank Fort. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Inside the Owls Burrow. This has been a presentation of Playfly.
Hi, my name is David Shiner, and at Shiner Law Group, you're more than just a number, you're part of our family.
If you become injured, call my dad.
Call me, David Shiner, and let my team of legal professionals help you get what you deserve.
Bicycle accident, call Dave Shiner. Car injury, call my dad. Slip and fall, call my dad. Call my dad.
Car accident, call me, call Dave Shiner.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G80 for just $479 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus, you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed and sharing it. Only the good stuff. Cedar's. No better hummus.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given, it's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.